choir and do like a girl band type of thing. So yeah, I've been singing all my life pretty much since I can remember. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Also, sorry guys. Mr. Manager just walked in the studio and you confused us. Hi. Nice to have you back.
Welcome.
Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, guys. So we just had a few technical issues, but we're still good, right?
Why are you looking at me?
So you like to give me assurance. What is it?
Technical issues, Mr. Director, not me.
Mr. Director, we good? We good. Okay. Sorry.
Perfect.
Sorry, guys, for that. But yeah.
I had to pay back.
So you did it?
No.
Okay.
No, not yet.
I hope you guys can hear us, but in case anything is happening, we good. Okay. Yeah, people say we good. All right then. We're gonna keep on with our interview. All right. Let me just fix that camera for you guys. Continue watching. We good now, right? All right. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome back. But yeah, so you said SHY was born officially 2 years ago, but you've been doing the music for a while, right?
Yeah, for a while. As long as I can remember, to be honest. Yeah.
That's good. Now, what got you into music? Because mostly when we grow up in African homes, you have to be a doctor, an engineer, a pilot.
Architect.
My dad thought I was going to be a lawyer. Here we are. He thought my sister was going to be a doctor. We're kind of there, but we're not there. I have nothing to do with medicine. But what got you into music?
I think it's just because it's inside me, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're born, you're just born with the talent. You don't know what it is for.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done all that. Like I've gone to university. I've done all that. But for some reason, like my mind was always distracted. I was what if? So I never want to I want to try and see where I get. If I don't get anywhere, it's cool. But at least I tried, right?
That's true. So like when you went to uni, were you studying for music or something else? A doctor?
Something completely different.
Yeah?
So I said I came straight from Kenya. I went to York U for biology. So your girl wanted to be a nurse or a doctor.
Oh, hey,
you know,
it's funny because I thought I was gonna be a nurse too, but
yeah. So that's what I thought I was gonna do. But I just knew in my head back there, something was telling me, nah, this is not you,
happening,
girl. This is not you.
Yeah. So what? How did your parents react when you told them? Because when I told my dad I ain't gonna be a nurse, he was
Hell on
disappointed.
earth.
He was disappointed.
I know.
But I well.
Is it was yours one of those situations where once you were done with university and you got your SATs and all that, then you're just like, all right, mom, dad, I've done your part, so let me do my part.
The certificate.
I think mine was even worse because I was still in school and I was like, I ain't going
back.
No way.
I just woke up and I'm like, sorry. And my mom knows me though. This is the thing. My dad was really against it. He was like, what do you think? You know how some parents do.
Yes.
I don't want to blast
African
him out,
parents,
but it's just the truth.
That's what they are.
But my mom, because she prays a lot, so she prayed on it, and God just told her, just let this girl do what she's doing, because you don't want to be the one who stop your child from actually pursuing things that might change the world. You never know, right? So but my dad,
I think with dads are
still
usually dads are usually I don't want it. Then when you make it, they're like, that's my daughter.
When she's on stage, that's mine. My product. Yes, that's mine. Don't touch.
Why y'all do that? I'm looking at all of you guys.
I hope you're going. You're not gonna don't be like that, please.
Hey,
when JJ comes, I'll be like, Dad, I'm gonna be a DJ. Oh,
definitely not.
Okay.
I'll be like, boy, go to school first, get your degree and whatever.
Yeah.
Then this. Well, you know what? I think in this time and era, it's a little different because we see what talents can do, and we see what this kind of stuff. So if my child wants to go into music, as a parent, I do anything and everything. I mean, at the end of the day, you might not be for it, but you just you never know. This is probably, because let's be honest. Let's just be honest. 2 times 3 times X times that. How's that helped you today in life? That X that we were finding.
Y is equal to Z, find Y. It's right
How
there.
has it helped you in life today? But seriously, the stuff that you used to do outside the classroom
is more helpful
has really
now.
pushed you in life.
Exactly.
See, you're doing music. You never sat in a math class or English class and started singing, and the teacher was like, "Oh yeah, this is something you after school you know with your friends on the side, and they would find you and you'll get a beating." But look at this now.
Look where we are.
I know.
I gotta say though, it's very important though. School. I wouldn't I'm not gonna put it down. I'm not gonna be the one to be like, don't do that, because there are people who are meant for that. Yeah. And even if you're not meant for it, it teaches you a lot about like life. Not like the main things, but you do learn how to be around people, like how to respect authority. These are things you actually have to learn when you're in school, when you're in that system. So until you get to a point and you're like, okay, I got what I need. So it's time for me to go into this life and run my race.
Yeah, I think with life, it's just go to school, study. Yeah. You learn a lot of essential stuff that you need in life.
True.
Then after that life, now it's you to decide.
And I think it's always important to actually look into yourself and see the potential you have away from books. Yes. Because I thank God, because that KCSE, I didn't say for it. I was about to, and then I came to Canada and I was like,
didn't say for it?
I did not, but I had paid for it. And I was like, studying, for sure this math is just going to be an epic fail. But you have to study because you have to do the test. And then I was like, God, I need intervention. Then one day my dad calls and is like, yeah, you guys are coming to Canada next week. I was like, the books, I don't know where I threw them away. I came, I actually do music, but I sing in church. I tried to do that.
Don't ask her to sing, please.
Actually,
why are you shutting down?
We were just first of all, I have my thing on
you. Be free, Shadi. Sing your heart out, okay?
Don't try me.
Back to the questions, please.
Actually, they have no faith in me, but Mr. Director, you can testify. Can I sing?
Oh yeah.
I can do a collabo with Shy?
Oh yes.
Yeah? Why do you have no confidence in that?
He's like, yes.
Anyway, I sing in church choir and I sing in an a cappella group.
That's amazing.
So whatever it is, and I sing soprano. That's why I'm talking this.
Yo, me and you are like, I'm looking at you and I'm like,
everything
this girl is
I say.
You see, like the last year of my high school too, I also thought we were gonna come just before KCSE, but mine, I was not lucky enough. I had to do it. I did it, and then right after we got the results, I'm like, you're going to Canada. I'm like, you couldn't have
half of the time. I look at it like the beating I got in school and all that kind of stuff. Okay, there's a few things I got out of it, but like those grades right now, they have not helped me in any way. Because when I came here, I had to go back and go to grade 11 again. Ooh. Because my English was British and the ones the Canadian, they wanted the Canadian English.
They tried to make me do
the same things I did back home, and I was passing not so well. I was actually doing really well. That's why my dad thought I was gonna be a nurse, and then I did 1 year of nursing, and I was like,
it's not for me.
Not happening. The only thing I have to do is pay awesome, but then I didn't get so I gave up, and then I went to social work, but I still do my music in church.
You should.
I have not recorded anything out there yet.
You should actually.
So, yeah?
Because I feel like my background doing choirs and like singing like that has really made me stand out as an artist, because I'm not learning how to sing now. I'm just going to the studio because I learned how to sing with people. I learned how to sing like soprano, how to harmonize, how to do all these things. So these things really help me when I'm actually recording live in the studio, right?
Thank you.
So basically,
like building.
Like, if I may ask, I know a lot of artists, they go and do like voice training and vocal training. I know. Do you did you go through that process too?
I actually didn't, but it's something I'm looking into right now, because our vocals are actually very important, and if you sing a certain way, you can ruin your voice. These are singers who ruin your voice.
Something about breaking your vocal cord or something.
You can.
Huh? So you can break your vocal cord.
You can sing. You can sing in a way. Some ways of singing are not healthy, because when you're singing, sometimes you might be in your head and not thinking really about your vocal cords, so you can't stretch them too much. There's sometimes I've sang and I'm like, I can't talk for a day or two after. Yeah. That's when I know I wasn't singing in the right technique. So this is why like vocal coaching helps you.
So what you're trying to say is your mind coordinates with your voice and
your stomach, pretty much.
I just sing.
They tell you sing from the stomach.
I was gonna ask actually, what's the difference singing? Actually, you already know the answer. Please let me ask you a question. What's the difference between singing from your tummy and singing what do they call it? From your throat? Your throat. What's the difference? You know the difference?
So the difference is when you're singing from your throat, it's deeper. And when you're singing from your stomach, you kind of run out of.
Actually,
that explanation is so wrong. I don't even know where to start.
Like upside down with the explanation.
You definitely knew that was coming.
If anything, singing from the tummy is better than singing from
the
here.
throat.
Because it also helps you hold notes and whatever for long compared to singing from
your throat. Yeah.
Like if I was to hold
how do you sing from your tummy? Like
you see now why you gotta do vocal lessons and stuff because they teach you this.
I'm thinking I'll do vocal training even if I don't want to sing, just to get to know all this. Like, see, this is something that I'm learning now. You know?
You're hating. First of all, wow, someone said hosting is enough for me, please and thank you. I should not say.
Who's that? We will find you.
Let me tell you guys, one day I'm gonna come and I'm gonna sing, or you will see me in a collab with Shy, and then you'll be like, "Ooh, sorry, we are wrong." Anyways,
see, Shy. So this is the difference between me and Divine.
Okay, let's hear this.
She's asking to be in a collab. I just want to be in the video. You see,
so you're hating,
you
but you really want to be part of it.
You don't ask too much.
You're hating, but you want to be part of it. Yeah. So we're gonna
and please, the video that she's not collaborating with you. That's the video I wanna be with.
Listen, like Shai said, there's more of me here than you. It's okay. So be nice to me, or I'll tell her not to. You know.
I wouldn't even tell you if she was on it. I'd just be like, come through. Before you know it, you're in her verse.
Thank you so much. So, anyways, and now, do you write your music, or like, do you have someone who does the music for you?
I write 99% of what I put out. Mm-hmm. Just recently is when I started working with writers, and that's like a whole different field on its own. There's a lot of kind of hate when it comes with it, but it's been part of the industry for years. So I don't know why people make a big deal of having a writer, because there's people who are really good at creating songs.
Yeah, true.
That's a whole talent by itself. Like just creating it and like picturing the story and and then there's people who can actually bring it to life, singing.
Yeah, true.
And there's people who are blessed with both. So you just, pick and choose and see what helps.
So you do like what's my favorite song? The one we're going to party. And then why are you looking at me like that?
I'm waiting for your favorite song.
Anyways,
is it Pull Up?
I'm just it is. But the way Freeze is looking at me, I was just gonna say like. But yeah, so you wrote Pull Up?
I did. Pull Up was actually the first song I ever recorded in a studio. So that song is always gonna have like a special place in my heart.
Uh-huh.
And it's crazy because when people hear it, they're like, "This is the first song you recorded in a studio? Like what?"
I know.
Like, so it makes me look at myself. I'm like, okay, maybe I do have something. I need to like keep growing it, because I've grown so much in the last 2 years. Like when I look at my voice and what I'm actually creating in the studio right now,
amazing.
I cannot wait to put this.
So
stuff
you have
out.
more songs that you've written or you're yet to do videos for that we don't know about, because I know people know the ones they've seen on YouTube, and the other platforms that they normally have them. Yeah. But you have more music, I guess. That
if I was to show you my hard drive,
this is what I like about artists, because normally when I ask if they have more music, they'll be like, we have a lot of music to keep us a while. And then I'll be like, bring it out. But then what's like most of the challenge that you're facing right now, especially with Corona, when it comes to either doing videos and music itself?
I feel like for me, like I like to put out messages that kind of help, right?
Yeah.
So when people are in like a state of like this Corona, you don't want to be putting out songs that are not really, they're not really giving any life or any soul to people. You don't want to just give out content that's empty. So I would say my biggest challenge is actually trying to like be free and expose, not write, just how do I say this? The words are coming in my head, but they're not coming out. But
take your time.
Just to write music that will help people. So that has been kind of a challenge, because you have to be very vulnerable to write that type of music, and I'm the kind of person who doesn't want to share like my feelings. So I'm learning though. Just being by myself, and Corona keeping us away from other people is making me,
Hopefully this summer will be open, so that way when they host events and whatever, people right?
I wish.
And then
so.
Freeze, you have a question? The way you're looking at me.
I
deep in thought. I am like, this is intellectual information. He's like, yes.
Check it in.
Process it.
Trust me, when it comes to music, I sit back and listen and learn, I remember, I think when I met you, you hadn't even done your first song. So that was back in the day.
Yo.
Then fast forward, after you did Pull Up, every time I go play in the club, I'll get people come to me and play Pull Up by SHY.MUSIQ. Play Pull Up. I'm like, what? Hold on a minute. Who's SHY.MUSIQ? Then everybody. So when people keep asking for it, I'm just like, you know what? Enough of this. So I went on YouTube and looked it up, and I'm like, hold on a minute.
I know
this girl.
This is what? Then I called my buddy and I'm like, yo, you know a girl by the name SHY.MUSIQ? And he's like, yeah, Shy. She just did her single the other. I'm like, how come I didn't know this? Then I listened to the music and I'm just like, okay. The first time it was like, okay. Then when I played it in the club and the bass and the feel and just the way people reacted to it, I was like, okay, hold on a minute,
That's exactly how I feel all the time because it's my first song. Like I didn't expect that, and when I perform, people are just like, perform, pull up. And I'm like, wow.
I think so far, Pull Up is one of the tracks that you did for me. Pull Up is that song that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you'll be performing it because that's what people you introduced yourself with that, and people actually really kind of felt that
and he hasn't even got the exposure that he needs, right?
I know,
like
exactly.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I'm still I don't leave my stuff behind. Like I'm gonna still keep, as much as I put it out like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, next song comes out, I'm still like, you guys, still pull up over there. One day he's gonna make those rounds.
So do you think 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you make it to those levels, you think you're gonna do a remix with maybe a collabo with someone or just
on the pull up
on the pull up
that would be amazing.
Because I think for me personally, I would say never forget the one thing that put you on the map, so once you get there, if you can do a remix of it, and include me in the video.
I knew it was gonna end there.
I'm like,
but
there must be something.
There has to be something. When you seem going passionate about there's something is coming for. But now that we're talking about the music itself, if there's someone there who might be like, okay, you're from Kenya, maybe you should have done gengeton, bongo.
I'm so glad you're bringing this topic up. Finish. Let me let you finish.
My first question is, if someone wanted to if someone was wondering, what type of music is your music, and also why are you not doing bongo and gengeton and those hardcore Kenyan style of music?
Yo, this question, I sit down and I'm like trying to find the best way to phrase it because everybody asks me, especially Kenyans, they're like, why are you not doing Swahili music? I have Swahili music. It's not out yet.
It's coming, guys.
But I learned how to sing through R&B music. Like, you remember when the beat used to be where we were watching TV?
Yeah, I know. I used to run from school just to come.
So that's what I grew up on. And they didn't used to give like too much spotlight on Kenyan artists. Yes, they did, but the most was like more international.
Yeah, that's
where I learned how to sing. I started singing actually R&B. So I didn't even think like Kenyans would accept that, right? I didn't even want to associate myself. I was like, I'm just an artist. Don't call my no. But then as I kept growing in it, like Afrobeat started picking up, and it made me feel so good. When I hear Afrobeat music, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, let me try this. Yeah. And then I tried it, but it's still, how do I say this? Hey, man.
The style is thingy.
My style is feel good music.
Because honestly, when we talk about the B2 back in the day, the kind of music, I remember the R&Bs and that nice flow music, bongo, and them, especially gengeton. Until today, I don't get it, but I like the flow of it. A lot of people don't
actually.
Like every time I'm listening to the song, I have someone there who's from Kenya or someone who knows more of the shit, and I'm like, so what did they say? So by the time they're saying it, you're already missing like half of the song. So you just dance to the beats and you keep it going. But
to be honest, I want to do one though.
That would be nice.
Like I want to actually do one with a gengeton artist, because this is the thing, when you're able to create a new sound and it actually sticks, as much as people won't understand, they still have to respect it. So
I think maybe they should put some subtitles at the bottom when there's, but I think they should not. They should not, because
probably shouldn't.
That would be interesting.
Because
just listening to your style, listening to your style and just thinking gengeton,
I know it would
it's
be like
that. But again, it will work, because if you listen to gengeton nowadays, it's kind of changing a little bit to a softer kind of gengeton. So that I think would probably go well with what you're doing. But I would love to see that.
I'm in plans.
That's good.
They're cooking. They're cooking. But don't be surprised when you see me out here doing gengeton.
I would be really, really interested to hear that.
So Naliketana said, see, now this is what I mean. Monchoka 6 Shy featuring Bogi Genje. That would be a nice one.
You already gave this.
You already have a song to sing.
Yo, who's that?
Now you guys, I think you should link your Instagram page. I think that Nalikatana and also 254 said Shy videos are awesome. And of course that's your potential tour guide. So you can reach out to us and send us your Instagram name so that we can give it to Shy and then please. When she comes.
And I think Nali Katana is a really good producer too.
I've actually met Nali. That's why he's like saying nice.
Hi Nali, I've not met you.
What's up, Nali?
He's a really, I know, he just disappeared, man.
I know. Where'd you go, fam?
And on that note, what does Monjoka mean? Maybe he can explain that.
Yeah, please tell us.
Please just tell us what that means, because
I would love to say, but I think my version is different, so I'm not gonna put myself on the spot.
So be rated.
Before we go back to music, Princess of Uganda. We call her Princess of Uganda. Her name is Susan. She's very amazing. You should meet her one day. But she wants to know where she can find your music apart from YouTube. If there's other places your music is at.
Yeah, it is on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. So just type SHY.MUSIQ with a Q at the end, and I'm gonna show up because it's the only one.
You heard it, guys. So if you have any more questions, keep sending them in. We're gonna get back to music with DJ Freeze. We still have like 25 minutes with Shy. So if you have any questions that you want to ask her, you have plenty of time to do so. We're going to get back to music now. And then when we come back, we're going to keep going with the questions. And yeah.
You're locked in to the Vibe Show. Hey! With Davina and DJ Freeze on Vibe Studios.
I wish ingekuwaga na mavumba kwa njama noti ni kuonge vya thamani, ama niwe fundi wa kuigiza kakanumba masanja joti usiwe mbali nami. Maitalia ni julavo uwe nami, haki ya Mungu nakupenda. Nobody can show you love. Usiwamini, ukishawapa wanakwenda. O basi jilegeze, nikubebe mgongoni, nika nikudekeze, nikutunze kama moni. Wakija wapoteze, ifanye kama uwaoni. Kisha uniongeze, ulivofunzwa unyagoni. Oh baby, asadasi nikone Wabamijo Ululu femi. Oh baby, asacheza nikone Wabamijo basi cheza na mimi. Moyo wangu warobaini mchungu kiuziwa same mara 70. Huo mzungu sajaliwa kependa junga majini kwenye ufungu bariniwa. Kumate baridini kwenye tundu kama njua. Moyo wangu nyoma kote usinije na kibiriti. Asawe penzi likageuka chuki, nyumba ikawa kibiti. Asawe nipatie vya kitandani, nipe paka kwenye kiti. Asawe ile sininge shetani nawe kaja kukuchiti. Kwa basi jilegeze, nikubebe mgongoni, kitandani nikoleze kwa miuno ya kingoni. Kisha nibembeleze, nirudishe utotoni. Weka mati niteleze, kama nyoka pangoni. Oh baby, asante si kidogo. Oh baby, we ulufeni. Oh baby, asante za nipone.
Oh Susanna, I hope you're happy now. I see you flexing on the ground with your sponsor. Susanna, I hope you're happy now. I see you change your skin color and your hair is longer now. Na kuona bali hapo kando ya Champs-Elysees, ukitesa na kamini none of my business. And I see you in London, silicone on your bum, shaking what your doctor gave ya, on your worst behavior, Susanna Vande. This song Susana Manesenje. Hello, 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 hello. Somebody loves you.
DJ Freeze.
My country people, yes, them go talk, them just the parambulates. So story heavy, Never no bring light, generator whatever, yeah, plenty greedy man for them, take a project, forget it, forget about the big things, say me could talk about the small things, forget about the big things, say me could talk about the small things, Agbaja, Jangbaja, kama mzuke mekupanda kwanzia leo niite daddy yo. I when I hit that spot, baby call me honey. You know me? Asali nitatirisha, utaipata kwa ndani, vitendo na vipitisha, mambo yangu sifanyi gizani. Sakunipa alama za chui, tabia za kifisi mistambui, napendo kifunga kwa buibui, yeah. Baby go down low, go down low, go down low. My baby go down low, go down low, go down low. I make you dance, oh. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down. I make you dance, oh. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down, go down. Pendo navyozitingisha, unadatisha nimeshikanisha one time, na nishapata picha vile nitashikanisha ardhi na mbingu katikati, nijenge puli ya mado. Baby girl utashawa na mado. Imagine shopping uende Bangkok, itisha on the night. Baby go down low, go down low, go down low. My baby go down low, go down low, go down low. I make you dance, oh. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Giddy 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 go down. Go down. I make you dance, oh.
DJ Freeze-ish.
Nimechoka kwa singo, natafuta mrembo toka Mombasa Nairobi. Susumila fanya maningo nimpate pendo ama Kiara Kobi. Vipi Vera Sidika nikiwa naye, ama tanitenda kama utile niachane naye.
Wabongo mnapenda kiki na masinema, bona usiwe na shishi au sepe tuwema.
Kiwaona warembo waguse upote, wanapenda skendo kama kina Kote.
Kwetu wanapenda poti, kuwa makini, bora uwe na posi au officialini.
Ya nini mikiki twapoteza muda, sema vipi tamiliki mrembo huda.
Wapatu waamini kishahidi Buda, nilimpendaga kibibi akanichuja.
Warembo wa Mombasa, warembo wa Mombasa, warembo wa Mombasa, Nairobi pia.
Subiri kwa sasa, subiri kwa sasa, subiri kwa sasa.
DJ Freeze-ish.
I don't charge my energy. I no get time for no enemy. To repay to me. Nothing with person never see. I'm on nothing with person never see. Forget it, I say fashi. Money soon expected. Take our body, I jump. I take her to the person. Jelly, jelly. I'm in the answer, then yes sir. Then I'm in the answer, yes sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though I know say I'm special. Anybody, we no want to search it. Anybody, we no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to fele, I can't something. You want your bed, you never auction. Because myself, I never go. I look you, they laugh, you go. I shall no say the time go come. Mama, I no say the time go come. When you no go fit the line, mama, life not on my gun. I tell you like all that. I do tell you the best kid in the boss. Keep me like anybody. No one knows what you.
I no go play with your love. I no go do you like that. Yeah. My baby, I know how it start. Forever I go there by your side. I'm a kaka. When you chop my money, I no go do you juba. You the turn in my radio. I say I'm a kaka. Chop all of my money. Ellie put down slow with juba. Baby girl say you try for me. Say that you do me something when nobody do me. Girl, I know that. Girl, I know that. Yeah, you do me something when nobody do me. Kenyan girl with a big waist, oh no, my Kenyan girl. Everything correct with a fine face, everything correct. Say get your body banging like this, get your body banging like that. I'm for your lover dancing like this, baby girl do it like that. I don't go play with your love. I don't go do you like that. I'm coming out of boys.
I never met someone like you before. I never felt something like this before. Mwenye upole tena si mwenye hasira, anipende mi mwenyewe tena awe na subira. Put my baby in replay, give my baby some dancing shoes. Put my baby in replay, playing my favorite tune. Oh yeah, just already your love. Oh, already your love. DJ just already your love. Oh, already your love. Chini kwa chini, ready your love. Oh, already your love. Just already your love. Oh, already your love.
Hey. My baby love, my sweet chocolate. Samba loketo kinitega nianguke, naomba niokote. You already know, it's a dancing time. Cheza na wakati kangoma kako fire, yeah. Mtoto uko fire, yeah. Oh my baby on a replay. You my baby some dancing shoes. Oh my baby on a replay. Cheza ready your love.
Oh yeah, cheza ready your love. Oh, already your love. DJ cheza ready your love. Oh, already your love. Chini kwa chini, ready your love. Oh, already your love. Cheza ready your love. Oh, already your love. Naona nikipita mie, cheza ready your love.
You're locked in to the Vibe Show. Hey! With Davina and DJ Freeze on Vibe Studios.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're still tuned into the Vibe Show right here on the Vibe Studio with your host Divina, of course, and DJ Freeze on deck, aka co-host.
You always get me off guard.
That's the thing. That's the point. So anyway, guys, by the way, I was serious about finding a different co-host. I was thinking of a guy, but the way I'm going with Shy right now, I might change my mind, guys.
By the way, Shy, don't get too excited. That's what she tells everyone.
Man, I thought I was special.
That's a lie.
Last weekend, last show, Jay Flanny was hired.
So this is the thing,
so
right?
Jay Flanny, you're fired already.
No. Jay Flanny was my guest co-host. Mm-hmm. You get it? Okay. I'm talking about having a permanent co-host. Yeah. But because DJ Freeze is not in the mix, he would definitely find anything to make it look invalid. Hey. But anyway, that's not what I'm
glad we're gonna be hiring security. So
you got hired and you're still talking like that. You want us to fire you?
Hey. At least I got hired before you.
Exactly. I am actually very happy for you. At least maybe then you can leave me alone. Anyway, guys, we're still chilling with SHY.MUSIQ. Yeah. I had 2 questions that people sent. Now I think one person wanted to know, how is it like if you've performed on stage, and how is the experience? Is it like you want to fall off the stage, or you have the confidence, or they just wanted to know the experience and like where maybe you performed?
So I have done like a couple of live shows. What do you call them? Open mics. Yes, I've done a couple of open mics and a couple of like, when they put out a lot of upcoming artists and they do that. Yeah. But I've also opened for Diamond when he came here. I think.
I remember that.
Yeah. And I mean, damn.
How was it?
The experience is very crazy because if it's the first time you're doing something, obviously you're gonna have a bunch of butterflies. Yeah. So I really just try to enjoy it and like experience the moment. But I feel like just when Corona hit is when I was really getting comfortable with like being on stage. Yeah. And it's like I feel like I'm gonna have to start from scratch because my name is literally Shy because I am so timid when it comes to say like. I'd be like, people will come for my show and I'm like, mate, I'm not coming out. I'm shy. I'm scared.
But you killed it on the Diamond show. That was good.
I always feel like you can do better.
I'm normally afraid of someone falling on stage.
Yeah, that's the last thing you should think of, because the moment you think about it, it will happen.
I will stop thinking about it. But yeah, you actually did good.
Thank you.
That was good.
It was good enough.
Yeah. I guess the
more comfortable. Yeah, definitely. I'm also learning my sound, right? Before then, I was still experimenting. So now, like when I actually perform my songs, I feel them. I'm not here just to like, I'm here actually performing my song. I'm showing the story that I was telling. So that's what I was lacking before. So we'll see. Ask me in 1 year.
I will definitely ask you in 1 year. And also, so in terms of doing music, I know you've come from Kenya doing music over here. What challenge are you facing, maybe as a female artist who's getting more and more into music in this part of the world? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know unless you're doing your hip hop or you're doing music, it's
trap and all.
Me and him talk about this all the time. Like. We talk about it.
What does it mean to be a female artist in this side of the world coming from Africa?
It just means you're opening a new lane. So when you're opening that, it's definitely difficult. The person who, it's like something that's not been seen before, heard before. But once it's established, we'll be like, why was that not there from the beginning? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like this city is too multicultural. So they should focus on all artists. Like it should be a push. And it's kind of been hard because when you see it's mostly, not to hate, but it's mostly like trap music and all that. But there's a lot of like majority of people in this city are not from here. So how about we celebrate those kind of things?
Yeah, it's a very diverse.
It's too diverse for like what we see, what's like really out there. Yeah. But the ones who know, like we know where to find the music that we want to listen to. So
but that's
because if you think about it, personally being in the industry, I feel like when it comes to Afrobeat, comes to dancehall and soca music, that's what's actually ruling the streets.
It is.
Talk about Afrobeat. Afrobeat has become a powerhouse. Like you go to a white people's party and they're playing Afrobeat. and you just
it's the craziest.
I know, and then you're like, do you
Exactly.
understand what you're saying?
you know. And nowadays it's actually funny that I have a few white friends who will be like, yo, have you listened to this song? I'm like, what song is that?
Like,
you know,
funny
then
enough, I have a friend of mine. Her name is Crystal. Yesterday, I think we were chilling. The guys were playing games and stuff, and then randomly, I don't know, she sends me a video. And then it's Wamlambes. And then she's like, oh, I was just thinking. I'm like, so where do you get Wamlambes from? And then I'm like, so listen to THRUOU. And she went and listened to the whole song.
it's ridiculous, you know.
But she was like, oh, I like this. He's young though, but like I like the music. I was like,
But that's music nowadays. Music has no boundaries, and I'm glad that before it just used to be if you're living in Toronto, if you're not listening to trap, you're either listening to soca music or you're listening to dancehall.
Yeah.
Now it's like
at least there's more.
The first thing somebody will ask, Afrobeat. Afrobeat comes first. And I think people like you, especially now that Afrobeat has become a norm and has become a force. I think people like you have a huge chance. To break into that market, and being that it's a female artist, because let's just say it, the way it used to be, it's a male dominated kind of, but now you find people like SHY.MUSIQ coming through. I feel like it's a big opening. And now with the world changing, women are getting that, that
recognition.
Recognition. You know?
Sure.
So I would just say don't even think about stopping right now. Because if you stop, people like us wouldn't have a job. You know,
after you hired him and then you stop.
Exactly.
You never hear the end of it.
I know, man. He's like, I was funny. I was depending
so
on
keep the music coming. Don't think about what other artists are saying, because of course they'll have something to say.
People always.
They always
it's part of life. Yeah. So.
When I seen you, that's why I was telling you the Diamond concert. That was something. Wow, when I seen you perform, and there was the other lady from, I think she's from Zambia, but she lives in the States. And those are probably the two ladies that stood out for me. I was just like, wow,
who's that?
Look at this, And
it
was just, for me, it was humbling, because when you see Diamond was the main act, right? But you see the curtain raisers, and you see what they're doing, and I'm just like, wow, Then you have the curtain raisers who are males, who came in, and as usual you have 50 other people behind you
stage.
And I'm just like, seriously, you just seen what happened. Come on, man.
I know.
So if being an entertainer, you tell the difference. Somebody who's on the other side who just wants to watch you perform, they won't actually dissect the whole performance, right?
Yeah.
But from somebody like me personally, I'll speak for myself, being a DJ on the other side, I look at a performance, and I think, did you have dancers?
Yeah, I had two girls.
You had two girls, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I would pay as much money to come and watch such a chilled and laid back performance, than have
like 50
people.
million.
You don't even know who's the main performer,
I never really understood
what's the
point of
it, because sometimes you're watching a music video and you're struggling to find the artist because
everybody's there, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And
I don't know.
People, they don't show up when you actually need them. They're just there for yo. But
that was a really organized, and you could tell that this is somebody who has put in time and took time to actually choreograph the whole thing and plan the stage play and everything. It was well put. Personally speaking, it was well put.
Thank you. And I'm even looking at you saying this, and I'm like, at that time, I really didn't think I had done enough.
Yeah.
So I'm like, seeing myself now and what you've seen, I can only imagine where I could be now if I actually had a chance to be on stage and do what I need to do.
Yeah.
But I can't stop, because now I started something that has to be.
Just remember, you hired a DJ, so you gotta keep going. And for the guys who are actually asking, so on YouTube, when you go, you type in SHY.MUSIQ. So is before I mess my spelling, it's SHY, and then music is MUSIQ. So it's not C, it's Q. So for those ones who are not able to find it, that's what you type on YouTube.
Yes.
Now that we're talking about that, your new song.
Yes. Ooh, I
actually
love
love it.
This one. This is one of my favorite songs that I've done so far currently. It just came out of nowhere. I wrote this song in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
I heard
Because
the
I was
beat
about
and
to
it
ask,
just-
like, what motivates you to write songs? Is it like life experience, or just random, you saw something, let me just put that in music, or things that you actually experience in order to write the music?
It's a combination of everything, right?
Yeah.
But when I hear the beat really, really speaks to me. I feel
Yeah.
like producers and engineers don't get enough credit because they really are the reason why songs sound the way they do.
Yeah, true.
I'm not gonna lie and say that
Uh-huh.
people go in the studio and it comes out. No. There's people who sit down and make it sound like that. So we gotta give credit to those people. you know?
True.
Mhm.
Yeah, so now tell us a bit about the Lotto.
Lot of Love.
Yes.
So Lot of Love is a storyline. I was thinking, imagine you're with your partner or whoever you're in relationship with, and you guys happen to win a lotto, like a big lotto. What's the first thing you would do? So that's just the storyline I was going with it. And I'm like, if I got this money, of course I would spoil you. We would
Yeah.
live that life, boy. It's only wishes. It's only wishes.
Yeah, actually, what would you do if you won? Like, actually,
Good
someone asked
question.
her this question last night, and they were like, he asked if you won a huge amount of money and you are given an option to live that rich life in this part of the country, or the world, or back home. Which one would you pick?
I'm out.
Thank you. I said the same.
Flued out. I'm going home. Like, I'm
Well,
going to
but-
invest that money in my
But
country.
think about it. This is from what I've heard.
Okay.
You win that money. By the time you get it and get out with it, it's close to impossible.
True, they don't let you get
Close
out
to
with
impossible.
like
So-
all of it. You
Really?
pay
So
huge
that
tax.
money you win it,
Yeah.
it's
You give the
it's your
government
money,
half
but
of
not
it.
your money.
True.
I know.
It's your money,
it's a
but
trick.
it's
It's all a scam.
It's a scam.
the first thing I will
But
do.
what's the
I'll
first thing you
I'll
do?
fill up my bar.
When guys, I knew that was gonna be the answer. Hence why I directed the question to you, and I know who you're gonna fill the bar up with. He's behind us over there, so we're not mentioning names.
No, but think about it. Think about it. Let's not go to the millions. Before you get your paycheck, you always have it planned
Yeah, you already
110%.
know.
normally gone before you get
You know?
it.
When the paycheck shows up,
Yeah.
you realize on Monday that everything that you planned with that paycheck, none of them has been done.
Whew.
And the money is gone. So this is usually what I say. If I win that kind of money,
My bills.
I don't want to say that, I will go and do this and do that. But personally, I think I will make sure everybody around me is comfortable.
That's dope.
If I have to buy you a house to be comfortable, because if let's say you win 12 million,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
it's a lot
you
of
could
money.
buy everybody here a house and still have
Enough left over.
The reason why I'm saying that is because they always say money changes you. Money doesn't change you.
I think
Money
it changes the
changes
people around you.
people around you.
There you go.
So if you
Yeah.
take care of the people around you,
Yeah.
trust me, that money you will spend it wisely.
But then how do you know if it's really genuine? Because
That's- no,
as you said,
that's-
it changes people, right?
that's-
Because I was
People will
gonna
show
say you'll be
you a
getting
face.
friends from today, by the way.
Now
You'll be getting
that's the
cousins
problem.
from, I don't know, I'm your cousin from your sister of the uncle of the father.
Trust me, that's
Like
when all
what?
your cousins show up that you've
Yeah.
never known. But you just pray that the people who actually, because as life goes on, you know who's real and who's for you and who's not for you.
Who's not,
Yeah.
You know?
Facts.
So you just bring along the people who I'm gonna do this for him or for her. If in future she turns around on me, that's okay. I played my part.
Facts.
You
You
know?
is
You get
nice.
your blessings.
I played.
That's how we go.
Wow, that's the real question still. So
Yo,
now that
to
we've
be
talked about
honest,
this,
though-
do you play Lotto Max?
So again, I don't play,
Okay, never mind.
but this is what they always say.
He's
You
like,
know, I
let's
was
go
waiting for
back to the
where you
basics.
say you're actually playing. But anyways,
Listen,
He's
this
already
is what I
spread the
always
money. He
say.
hasn't even played the lotto yet.
The more you keep, they say the more you keep playing, the more chances you have of
but you
winning,
don't
right?
even play.
But this is what I always say. That one time that I'll go in and buy
okay.
it,
All right.
I'll be the lucky winner.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be.
You're not alone though. I have a song called Lotto Love and I haven't bought one yet. So.
Thank you. You see,
But I'm gonna
Divina,
buy one
At
today.
least here you're connecting with Shy. now.
just because you said that, if I win a lot, I'm not buying you a house.
Oh, now you talk yourself up.
Derek said it.
Derek is out
I'm
of the
just
question.
hosting.
Yeah. But But like you said, like winning a lotto is like something is really lucky. So that was the story of this song. Like it's lotto love, like it's lucky love. It's very rare for you to really find, like we all know what love is and the things we go through to, you know, find the real one. So that's basically the story.
SD. Let's talk about SD.
Yes, he featured on this. Actually, this is a collaboration. He sent me the beat and I heard it. I was like, I love this. So I wrote the whole song.
In 15 minutes.
Yo, it just came to me.
Yeah. That's a good one though.
I just be sitting and the ancestors are like, here, say this. I type it down. But I'm playing. But yeah, so we just got in the studio and it was just easy vibes. Like I did my verse and he was like, yo, let me hop on that. And he did the freestyle and I'm like, we're keeping it. Because it sounded good to have both perspectives, right? Because we have to hear both sides and what they would do as much.
So the way you're saying is SD an artist or a producer?
He's
or
an
both?
artist. He's an artist. Yeah, I think he's gonna get into some producing. I will too at some point, but he's an artist. Yeah. So he wanted like to do a collaboration, and when I heard the beat, it just like spoke to me. So I kind of wrote the concept of the song. Yeah. But when he got on it, it just like solidified the song, right? So nice, like a nice balance of both female and male perspectives of the lucky love.
that trees will be buying us houses and stuff. But anyway, guys, we're gonna be playing a lot of love when we get back to music. Yes, but before that, I have people who have 2 questions, and then let me see. Esther wanted to know: is being a musician expensive?
Child. Where do I start? It's actually, I feel like it's really expensive when you're beginning because you're investing in yourself at the end of the day, right? Yeah. So when you're starting any business, you already know how that goes. Yeah. So it's very expensive when you're beginning. But when that moment happens where it clicks, then now you can enjoy the ride and, you know, make money back from what you invested. So
So how long would you say it would take before you start making that money back?
You can never know because the industry has really changed now. It's taking literally people just one song on TikTok, just one song to like change their lives. So everybody has their own storyline, and I feel like every artist, you go through the things that you need to go through for yourself. Because I knew if I blew up like 2 years ago, I would not know how to act. I wouldn't know how to do any, like I would be so confused. But now that I've established myself, like I'm building slowly, so I know when it comes, it comes. I can't really pinpoint.
You can't put like a thing on it.
You know, you can't.
Yeah. And then the day I will know how to pronounce your name, guys. ASWEASWE3AD wanted to know what are your future projects that you're working on right now.
Oh, good question. So I do have a lot of singles. I'm thinking of putting out an EP. I'm not really sure. So I'm also talking with a couple people who we can work together, so like SHY.MUSIQ can be a bigger, you know, a bigger brand. And when I have the right team, not actually when, because I already do, so it's just about establishing it, right? So I do have EPs, singles, Swahili songs.
Hey, the ones that they're really waiting on.
They're waiting for those ones. I'm just a lot of things. We never know what I'm very random. I'm independent too, so I just drop music when I want. Like nobody tells me what to do yet. So
basically you don't have like a manager, a team, or
I wouldn't say I don't have it. It's something that's in the works, you know. I don't like to talk about things when they're still babies.
Fine. You're the DJ. You stay the DJ, okay?
Okay. He was trying to finesse. It's like
so the manager,
so it's open. That spot is open.
But also okay, what do you spend more on or most on? I think she means as an artist, I guess. Yeah, I think so.
Videos for sure. It takes a lot to bring those to life, right? Yeah, it does take a lot. And you can have a budget, of course, but that never works. You will have something and you might go over it because some things happen in between the process, but it's really expensive to put out like nice, amazing quality. If you want quality, you just know you're gonna have to spend some money. Sure. Money,
And now that we're talking about videos, someone wanted to know if the Lotto Love music video is out and where they can find it.
I don't want to spill the bag.
I think the best way we normally answer this question is they follow you on Instagram. They stay updated. When it comes out, you'll know. So talking about that, maybe give them your Instagram handle.
Perfect. So you can find me on Instagram, SHY.MUSIQ, Is it all right?
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, it's
SHY period.
dot. It's period dot.
I'm so Kenyan. That's why you know we're just so Kenyan. SHY.MUSIQ. I'm very, very active on Instagram. So if you want to see anything that's coming up, anything, if a video is probably going to come out, who knows? Just go check it out over there. I'll let you know.
Speaking about being active on Instagram, I just seen the other day you were featured in a news.
Nairobian.
Oh yeah,
exactly, and that's amazing. a full page.
A full page.
You know, a full page. I'm never,
so
not even
like 2 of them. There was one on KTN.
Yeah, I did a KTN interview.
And then there's the other one. What is it called?
10 over 10.
10 over 10, right?
Did you do
Or
10
is it
over
I haven't
10?
done
No, it's not.
10 over
No,
10.
it's the one on KTN, I think.
Yeah, it's called Youth Cafe.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
the
Yes,
Youth Cafe.
Youth
Yeah.
Cafe.
Yeah, that was really amazing. I was not ready to be on live TV, but it was a good opportunity. You know, when you get things, like I said, you never really know when they come through.
When they
so
come,
you just have to be really prepared.
Yeah.
So in this case, do these people like find you on social media, or is it word of mouth, or like how do you get to to link up with like KTN and the newspapers and stuff like that?
I feel like it's just the people I've networked with. So most of the time when you're upcoming, you do have to reach out to people because you're the one who's trying to get on a certain platform. So I would say like 70% is usually me actually initiating these conversations. But some people do find me, the ones who actually see the potential, and they're like, there's something that's happening here, so let's give her a chance to like showcase. And yeah, some people are really the people who care for my music. They actually speak on my behalf. So I get calls and I'm like, somebody told me about you, and and I'm like, that's actually amazing. That's I know I'm on the right.
That's why we say it's important. Sometimes you really think it's about the artists themselves putting themselves out there, but it's more of your friends and the people around you helping you.
It's always the people, the little things that the people around you do make a difference. Maybe just might not happen instantly,
right away,
but maybe a year, 2 years down the line.
Yeah.
Then somebody will be like, I heard about you like 2 years ago.
And all it takes really is social media. Just post up, then share a video, say something, and then people, by doing that, people are able to actually get to know, this person. That's someone shares with someone else, and then that's how it gets out there. But then, again, African people, let's not get into that right now. But like as I'm saying, all it takes is a simple sharing and posting on your social media. Sometimes on your story, as much as like
I know
it's very free.
I know.
But then before we get back to music, I have more questions coming in now.
Wow.
You guys knew I said 25 minutes and then you all woke up right now. Okay. But they wanted to know, what are the challenges of appealing to both Canadian and East Africans?
Honestly, I'm going through that right now. I can't even give you a specific answer because it's things that I'm dealing with currently, and I'm like, how do I navigate this? So when I'm at home, all I'm thinking about is constructing something that is right in the middle. Because I also feel like that. I can't say I'm a Kenyan artist because I don't know how to do that, and I can't say I'm a Canadian artist because I don't know how to do that. But I'm like SHY.MUSIQ, who's a mix of both. So eventually, I feel like I just need to keep putting out music and keep solidifying my brand, and eventually, like, people will actually see what it is that I'm trying to do right now.
True. Yeah, and I think if I'm pronouncing it right, it's Jelle Drona, right?
Drona.
I was gonna say Doreen. I'm like, there's no Doreen there. Drona. You guys are very serious names, so if I'm pronouncing them wrong, don't come for me. But I think this is more of a comment. She says, I agree, quality is usually expensive, except if you've got the best idea in the world. But let's be honest, that doesn't happen often. And she also says, and I like how she put it, the smallest help can cause the biggest butterfly effect for sure. And then Susan says we have to support our own. Very true.
Yes, Susan, that's what
just post the music, share the music with family members, friends. Sometimes it doesn't have to be people you don't know, just friends and family members, right?
Yeah.
We're not doing Bogi Genja, so parents can understand. They won't be Esther wants to know what you're most passionate about, music or clothing design, plus other talents you're hiding from the public. Actually, we're gonna say
Esther is a real one. For her to ask that question, she's done a little research because she knows like I took sewing and designing.
Yeah.
So fun.
Oh, you sew?
Yes.
I saw too.
You guys, who's this girl? She's like me on the other side.
All
crazy.
I'm saying, Tris, is I think at this point.
What?
Hey, I've just been hired to be a DJ.
But because we have more questions and comments coming in, I think you just answer that. We get back to music, and then when we come back as we close, if you have more questions, guys, it would be a nice chance to go follow Shy on Instagram.
For sure.
But then we're gonna answer that question, get back to music, and then when we come back, we're gonna do a little bit of a clip, guys, we'll be playing for you for Black History Month before we finish up with Shy, and then we'll keep it going like that. So, but yeah, she's just between music and clothing. So, Esther, you know your research. You're one of the people who should not be answering the questions I'm gonna ask the audience.
But yeah, I'm more passionate right now. Music is my focus because I feel like music can open so many doors.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get myself distracted with trying to open all these little businesses. They're inside me, but once my music sits. Now stop. I'm gonna be the Rihanna of Africa. I said it here first. Okay. All right.
I like the spirit. But yeah. So guys, for the comments, and just keep them coming in. I might have to combine some questions that may be similar, but we're gonna get back to music with DJ Freeze, and then when we come back, I'm gonna play a video by Denzel Washington. So make sure you guys actually listen, because I want to hear your opinion before I give my opinion about it. All inclusive of Black History Month and celebrating our heroes. Something you want to say?
Yes. So the song we're gonna be playing is the Lotto Love. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Do we pronounce it Lotto Love or Lotto Love?
Lotto.
Lotto.
we have to be clear.
Okay, maybe let's hear it from you.
Whatever feels right, just say that. Just
Lotto,
say that.
Lotto. Lotto Love. Lotto Love. But anyway, yeah. That's Lotto Love with DJ Freeze.
DJ Freeze ish.
Oh, yeah.
SD, you already know. Come on.
Come get your ride with me. You know I'm a vibe.
I like your vibe right now.
Don't tell me lies, darling. Don't play with my mind. It's the vibe. Where you wanna lay and close the eyes. You get me so high. Feel like I'm in paradise. Let it down. See it in my eyes. It's the real me, no disguise. If you want my soul, you gon' have to show. Now if I want that lotto, I go share with you. I go buy you moto.
Hold on. Emergency. SD, you already know. Come on.
Come get your ride with me. You know I'm a vibe.
I like your vibe right now.
Don't tell me lies, darling. Don't play with my mind. It's the vibe. Where you wanna lay and close the eyes. You get me so high. Feel like I'm in paradise. Let it down. See it in my eyes. It's the real me, no disguise. If you want my soul, you gon' have to show. Now if I want that lotto, I go share with you. I go buy you moto. He's the key, let's go. But driving me loco. Boy, that's not no. If you want my soul, you gon' have to show. Now if I want that lotto, I go share with you. Basi washa moto, shika funguo, driving me loco.
I'm never gonna let your heart go away. Baby girl, I'm gonna bring it back every day. 2 times better. Okay, now you already know the way the thing go from the local. Now we take it international, baby. Wait, no stressing for your love. No messing around, but for you, I'll be back again on the phone. Your case once again. No time for your love. I never wanna let go. Say no time. Hey. My friends they say when you go handle. My friends they say when you go do. And say when you go do. Girl, for you right now, I want you to say.
If you want my soul, you gon' have to show. Now if I want that lotto, I go share with you. I go buy you moto. He's the key, let's go. But driving me loco. Boy, that's not no. If you want my soul, feel me loco.
I don't go drive you loco.
Come but you ride with me.
I like the vibe right
You know I'm a vibe. Don't tell me lies, darling. Play with my mind.
already know.
It's your good shy. Baby, call my phone when you get this. Where's the love you had? It's been missing in my life. You've been gone for a minute. I can't help this feeling that I'm feeling. I say I won't talk to you, but I know I can't help it. I know I said goodbye to you, but you didn't have to leave me. I say I won't talk to you, but I know I can't help it. I know I said goodbye to you, but you didn't have to leave me. You know I am crazy. You hate my ways, but I can't change them. Say I hate you and I love you in the same sentence. I don't know why I'm like that. Like that, like that. Blow your phone up and hit me right back. Cause I want you back, I need you back. Yes, like that, baby. Like that, like that. Blow your phone up and hit me right back. Cause I want you back, I need you back.
Baby girl, you a problem. You think that I don't got you, but I got you. Baby girl, best believe me. You think I'm always leaving, but I'm staying. You done cut up my dream, and my love is for real. Your body's supreme, yeah. I go through any extreme just to keep you esteeming, to build up some steam, yeah. Baby girl, you a savage. I'll never put another girl before you, yeah. Said I love you, I need you, but no one before you. Ain't no one I'm done. Think that you are crazy. I love your ways and I won't change it. Say I love you and I need you in the same sentence.
I don't know why I'm like that. Like that, like that. Blow your phone up and hit me right back. Cause I want you back, I need you back. Yes, like that, baby. Like that, like that. Blow your phone up and hit me right back. Cause I want you back, I need you back. I'm crazy. You did this, baby.
No, girl, you're perfect, yeah. And I like you just like that.
All my life, never met nobody who made me feel this way.
Baby, you've been good to me, and don't you change
I think you know I am crazy. You hate my ways, but I can't change them. Say I hate you and I love you in the same sentence. I don't know why I'm like that. Like that, like that. Blow your phone up and hit me right back. Cause I want you back, I need you back. Like that, baby. Like that, like that. Blow your phone up and hit me right back.
Mwalimu sheri toto la mama ye Nadira etidera bila tako nikatu bora cha upinde mgongo. Hizo staili zimeganda kundi bora upeperushe mikono. Mauno ya kitanga na mvita hayana mwendo unalegea. Mwalimu sheri toto la mama ye Nadira etidera bila tako nikatu bora cha upinde mgongo. Hizo staili zimeganda kundi bora upeperushe mikono. Mauno ya kitanga na mvita hayana mwendo unalegea. Sina budi kuwazima dara niwakomeshe wasikie vibaya. Kolo, kolo la kolo. Kolo, kolo la kolo. Embe dodo, jamani yangu embe dodo. Embe dodo, tazama yangu embe dodo. Kolo, kolo la kolo. Kolo, kolo la kolo. Embe dodo, tazama yangu embe dodo. Embe dodo, jamani yangu embe dodo. Cheza, cheza mama we, cheza. Cheza, cheza mama we, cheza.
wanasema mtoto we ni mnoti. Pendi kabeji mtoto anapenda karoti. Ulivo wa moto umenipiga shoti. Twende tukacheze bango. Mama it takes two to tango. Niko mwenyewe na mimi niko jamo.
Kula moja moja nota mwakaranga. Kwa mahuno yake ya ganya penzi ya tanga. Ngozi nyororo mtoto wa kidosi. Piga picture insta ni kuposti. Simiti imekauka roboti.
Mambo zake mambo nijieleze kiwaza.
Ucheza kayamba Yunonya na shanga. Anajua kama danga. Kaniroga kwa muganga. Embe dodo jamani langu embe dodo. Embe dodo jamani langu embe dodo.
Kolo, kolo la kolo. Kolo, kolo la kolo. Embe dodo jamani yangu embe dodo. Embe dodo tazama yangu embe dodo. Kolo, kolo la kolo. Wewe nani unanipigia simu kama nani? Eti niachane mume wako nani? Unajua Nadia kweli mimi nani?
We ni nani unampigia simu kama nani? Yeah. Hata utoe vya ndani atarudi hapa kwangu tu nyumbani. Yeah.
Anapenda vidogodogo mwenzako anavimumunya. Mwanamke unapenda zogo, tafuta jambo hilo la kufanya. Huyo nasema ni wangu. Oh ni wangu. Kubali yaishe ni wangu.
Oh ni wangu. Huyo nasema ni wangu. Oh ni wangu. Mwisho yataisha ni wangu. Hivyo vimeseji na kuficha simu havinishtui. Atachoka nawe wengine aende yule hakagui.
Kelele ya chura haizui ng'ombe kunywa maji. Kwangu habanduki, kwako hatoboki na kwa maana ye
anapenda wife material, mwenzako anakudanganya. Mwanamke una kasoro, tafuta jambo hilo la kufanya. Oh ni wangu. Huyo nasema ni wangu. Oh ni wangu. Mwisho yataisha ni wangu.
Oh ni wangu. Huyo nasema ni wangu. Oh ni wangu. Kubali yaishe ni wangu.
How deep is your love for me? Yeah. Iyo nkunze sinzuyaza. Baby, you're sweet like a pineapple. Oh, darling, yeah. I took a bite and I fell in love, yeah. Would you call me honey? Yeah, yeah. Would you call me baby? Baby, love. Would you kiss me daily? Baby, you're my addiction. I'll be here for a good time. Yeah, a good time. I can stay for a long time. Yeah, yeah, a long time. When you move to the left, I go. To the right, I go. Turn around, baby, let me know. Baby, take it slow. You're like an angel from heaven. If you want me, let me love you. You got me dancing in the rain. And sounds who's on the baby. Do some give me love, you give me love, yeah. Do some one time for my baby love, yeah. Do some
Hivyo nigusa bila kunikamata. Tulivyoendana mama ni kama kapa. Changu chako mikasasukasa. Girl you better than them. Hivyo nigusa bila kunikamata. Tulivyoendana mama ni kama kapa. Changu chako mikasasukasa. Girl you better than them. I see you, baby. I feel you, baby. I see you, baby. Even if you're not around, I see you, I feel you.
You're locked in to the Vibe Show. Hey! With Davina and DJ Freeze on Vibe Studios.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The time is now 2:28, which will be 10:28 p.m. in Kenya. I mean East Africa in general. We're still chilling with SHY.MUSIQ. We're just gonna be closing up. I love you guys so much, but I know if we keep going, the question will keep coming, and we only have like 30 minutes left of the show. So
they never stop.
They never stop, eh? But I'm glad you guys are asking the questions. We love you just like that. Mm-hmm. But in case you might have any more questions for later, you can always find SHY.MUSIQ on Instagram, and then you can ask as many questions as you want. Even if you want to collab. I'm joking, guys. But anyway, guys.
If you want to ask anything about avocado.
Yeah, this interview started. You will get all the answers there. But now, as we're going with this, these are my questions. So if you were listening, you might get a chance to win that if you're the first one to answer, because I know most of you are ready. But I want you guys to tell me what was SHY's holiday destination, favorite color, and favorite food all together. So if you're the first person to tell me that, then you get a chance to win. And if you're Freeze, you ain't qualifying for this question round.
See what she does to me?
He knows all the answers.
But you were here.
But she didn't specify. She said if you know the
okay, if you are, apart from the people in this studio, I'm talking to our fans out there. If you tell me SHY's favorite food, favorite color, and holiday destination, and what exactly she's going to do there, I'm pushing it. But like, just tell me those three answers. Just tell me the if you are the first person to, then you get to win. Okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. Getting back to SHY. Anyway, so we've talked about the projects maybe you're working on, some of which we can't talk about right now until when they're coming out, right? Mm-hmm. As we finish, maybe. What's like maybe not encouragement? Let's put it as something you want to tell your fans and supporting wise and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah,
I just want to say I'm so grateful for everybody who actually like sets me in line. Like things like these mean a lot to me as an artist, upcoming artist. You guys telling me that we watched you, like it makes me think, okay, you're onto something. So I just want your support. Keep pushing my music. Help me get in this. Help me put our country on the map. Help me create a new lane, because this is something that's not been seen before. So I will really, 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 really appreciate that, you guys.
We got you. We got ya.
Yes.
I think, forgive me, but I would just say Jilly. That's how I'm gonna pronounce your name. And actually, it's a Dutch name. That's what we didn't know. Hence why I can't pronounce it, I guess. But if you are in this show, I said you shall not answer. So you people can send in your answers. I will know who's the first person to answer the question. But anyways, we'll keep going. I see someone answering me. Some answers are wrong there, so we'll see. Keep the answers coming in. Julie said she can guess he. That's why we were getting it wrong. It was a he, wasn't she? He can guess your favorite food, but the rest he was late to catch. Just send in your answer. Maybe I'll be nice.
Somebody got it already.
I don't know who somebody.
Somebody got it already.
Nobody got it. the person who texted me, someone is missing something. But and I would for sure check the username, and I'll find out if they're in the studio or they're outside the studio, and then before I give out my presents.
I know who that is.
I also know.
He's not in the studio.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I'm not saying anything. But anyways, before we close, do you have any question for SHY?
Yes, definitely. The one question that I always have for every artist that comes in the studio. Mm-hmm. So with Corona, because now you can do concerts, you can be on stage. Why haven't you done an online show,
that's his
live
favorite
show?
Question. Mm-hmm.
Why haven't you done that, SHY?
Damn.
Why?
Why? SHY, why? Don't play. It's here. Thank you for saying that, because you're actually challenging me now. Yeah, now when I do it, it's something that is for sure. It's in the plans though. Like when I do it, I want it to be like, perfect, like amazing, like everything is in sync, not something that's rushed. Mm-hmm. So something is in the works right now. It's gonna come, but I feel like I still need to do a lot more, like when it comes to like online kind of presence, doing live stuff. So I don't have any answer for that. But I take it as a challenge.
This is a big challenge, because now this is the problem I always have with artists, me included. Mm-hmm. you got good stuff. You know, you got good music, and you know you can deliver. Right now we have a channel called Online, because I see
Online.
but think about it. I see, you see the way you're saying you want it to be perfect and in sync and all that. I see people do stuff out here, and I just sit back and look at them. I'm like, really? Like, seriously, man, you're not paying attention to what this is your career. Like, this is what you want to build.
Yeah.
But now, sad enough is, even as bad as it looks, you look at the views.
Something. Yeah. It's true.
It's you know. So personally, I would say perfection is 100%. There's nothing taking
like
that for, you know. There's no taking chances on that, you know. But if I were in your shoes, I would plan it and get it out there, cause people now, like, people know who SHY.MUSIQ is today, you know. But now, are they just gonna go home and sit and go to YouTube and be like, okay, we'll just watch SHY.MUSIQ? I mean, at the end of the day, reality is there is another 100,000 SHY.MUSIQ out there, right?
Of course.
So what are you doing to be different from those people?
And actually, talking of perfection, I think Julie said perfection is an impossible goal to reach. So why not just become the best you can be?
Thank you. Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah, I learned. I've learned here from.
That's my guy.
And then he was also asking about the first time you knew you wanted to become an artist. I think we talked about that since she was a child. She was just born singing.
So for me, I'll take it upon myself.
Yeah.
I'll follow up with you. I'll follow up with you. You know, and the same thing with good thing Mr. CEO is here. We are gonna touch up on Jay Flani too, you know. So Jay Flani was here last Sunday, and the same thing I asked him. Why haven't you done it? You know. Yes, there is. That's
just come, mic there.
Yes.
Show.
Or even we know places where we could set up, and it's fairly cheap and affordable. You know, you get your 2 hours, 3 hours, you put up your show, you get people behind you, you know, you got people who will actually come and support you. You know, if you need a setup, I will come and set up for you, you know. No charge, nothing. But you know, you have to, because if you don't do it, somebody else is gonna come and do a shitty job, but go overtake you, you know.
It's true.
And you got good music, you got good delivery, you know. And like you said, those were like, what, 2 years ago when Diamond was here, and you didn't think you were at that stage where, you know. So think about it now. What can you do now? You know.
Yeah, true.
So that's the challenge I just put on you now.
Out there.
So
I take it. Challenge accepted.
Anyway, it's always amazing to have a lady in the studio.
It was amazing.
And by the way, I'm the queen of putting people on the spot. So I know you did not come alone. You came with somebody. I just want them to say hi before we close.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce. He's so quiet. I say hi. So I don't know if you're mic shy. I just like putting people on the spot.
This is the kind of person who makes things run, but you don't even know that they're behind things. You know,
it's always the quiet ones in the back.
Yeah,
it's always the quiet one in the back that
because he be holding the camera. He has. So I'm gonna give you a chance to say hi, and you know, let the people know you.
Everybody, how you guys doing?
He's hiding from the camera.
He's done. He's like, I'm out.
Okay, bye.
But that's all you get.
Thank you for coming through. Thank you so much, Shy, for chilling with us.
Thank you.
She's still here for the rest of the show. If, in case you have any question, I just have to type the answer on the chat stream. But so far I'm still waiting for the answers. I'm gonna announce the winner at the end of the show, and then we'll see who wins my favorite team cards to get coffee. I like giving people team cards because it's cold out here, and I want all of you to stay warm. Yeah. When summertime comes, I'll buy you salad and avocado, and you know. But
any last words from you?
Any last words from me? Damn, I think I said that.
Like,
I'm so happy that you guys had me here, because this is experience that it's always gonna be part of my story. Like, you know, it's always gonna be part of my story. I always remember that first place I did something. So good. Keep it up, guys. Like, keep doing what you're doing here. I love it. This setup is amazing.
Thank you.
Like the way you guys are free, it's just amazing. I'm actually a person who's very anxious in
when it
in
comes
nature.
to interview. Yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm here and I don't even feel like I'm doing, like, I feel like I'm at home just with my friends and we're just but we're still
family.
That's the
keep
feeling.
it up,
That's
y'all.
the feeling.
Keep it up. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So you guys can obviously make sure you check out YouTube. It's the easiest name you can type in, SHY.MUSIQ, but with Q at the end. We're also gonna add that on our Vibe Show stories. That way. I'm just reading the comment that was just the name. Freeze, is there something you said?
Any last?
That sounds like a thread. Damn.
Yeah, like you're not saying too much. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We love you. We're gonna put more information about Shy on Instagram. Just make sure you follow her. Yes. And then continue supporting her music. Share is the way to go. Okay. Now I said I was gonna play a clip for you guys, and while we're still waiting for your answers, I'm just gonna put this video out there. I want you guys to listen and then maybe send in your thoughts about what you think he's trying to actually speak on. So I'm just gonna play the video right now. 1 second.
Tell us about your father.
Why don't you tell us something about your father?
We're trying to get to know each other, Mr. Lowe.
I was trying to get to know you, Mr. Tolson.
Well, I'm not the one on the debate team.
Are we not engaged in a debate right now?
All right. I'll take the affirmative. Tell us about your father.
Why don't you tell us something about your father?
We're trying to get to know each other, Mr. Lowe.
I was trying to get to know you, Mr. Tolson.
Well, I'm not the one on the debate team.
Are we not engaged in a debate right now?
All right. I'll take the affirmative. Take the meanest, most restless nigger. Strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining male niggers, female niggers, and nigger infants. Tar and feather him. Tie each leg to a horse facing in opposite direction, set him on fire, and beat both horses until they tear him apart in front of the male, female, and nigger infants. Bullwhip and beat the remaining nigger males within an inch of their life. Do not kill them, but put the fear of God in them, for they can be useful for future breeding. Anybody know who Willie Lynch was? Anybody? Raise your hand. No one? He was a vicious slave owner in the West Indies. The slave masters in the colony of Virginia were having trouble controlling their slaves, so they sent for Mr. Lynch to teach them his methods. The word lynching came from his last name. His methods were very simple, but they were diabolical. Keep the slave physically strong, but psychologically weak and dependent on the slave master. Keep the body, take the mind. I and every other professor on this campus are here to help you to find, take back, and keep your righteous mind. Because obviously you have lost it. That's all you need to know about me, Mr. Lowe.
All right, guys, that was Denzel Washington. And it speaks much volume, the video that I just played, because there's so many things that we need to get from it. But the most important, and I'm going to speak this as for Black people, being a Black History Month, is for us taking back our mental freedom that has been taken away from us. And what I mean by that is it's really out there and we see it, it happens. It's just that the system is corrupt in a way that our minds have been put to be like that, especially as Black people, being that our ancestors were in slavery, and then it's built up to this current generation where actually slavery is still going on in some places, just that people don't talk much about it.
Modern slavery.
Yes. Yeah. Now, before I actually get everybody's opinion, whatever you guys think, I just want to read something small for those who might not know exactly what we're talking about. But in case you don't have much of knowledge about Black History Month, it's in February, the whole of February, but someone said it should actually be celebrated the whole year. Black History like 12 months.
I think LeBron put up that yesterday that Black History every month is Black History Month for him. Yeah, so I think that's that's a valid point.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna read as it's written. February marks Black History Month, a tribute to African men and women who have made significant contribution to the rest of the world in the field of science, politics, law, sports, arts, and entertainment, and many other fields. And then, as we said, we're going to be celebrating different icons, different people, even in our own community that need to be celebrated, that we don't do as much. But here I have Carter Woodson, who was born in Virginia in 1875, and he was the son of a former slave. Growing up, access to good education and job opportunities were limited, but he ended up studying at one of the few high schools for black students after saving money from working as a coal miner. Over the years, he gained an impressive number of qualifications, including a PhD in history from Harvard University. In 1926, he sent out a press release to mark the first Black History Week in the U.S. Throughout his life, Carter Woodson worked tirelessly to promote Black history in schools, leaving an incredible legacy. The event was expanded in 1970, and since 1976, every U.S. president has officially designated February as Black History Month in the U.S. February was chosen in the U.S. because it coincides with the births of former President Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, who escaped slavery and became a key social activist. Both men played a significant role in helping to end slavery. So there's so much you can always learn about Black History Month. You just have to research, go on YouTube, watch videos, educate yourself, because it's really, when we go to school, the way schools are set up, especially in this part of the country, especially for us as Black people, is your mind is put in a way that you're just comfortable where you are. Sometimes we grow watching our parents do drugs. You find that most kids get into drugs, and then they're shooting each other, killing each other, because they don't know better. They've not been exposed. They're not being taught, and they're just comfortable in that part of environment. So there's so much things that we need to learn. There's so much ways we can educate each other and actually be able to get back our minds that and from the way that they actually put out there for us to live. So there's so many things that we can learn. I can only touch a few on it, but explaining on the video, I'm just gonna give an example. There's a fish and there's a monkey, and then they put the fish and the monkey in front of a tree, and they tell both of them to climb. Obviously, the monkey will go up. The fish cannot go up. And then in such situation, the fish will feel more of, I would say, stupid, or not. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for the right word to put. You know, when you put in situations where, for sure, there's environments like when you're put in, you can thrive, and there's some you cannot. Doesn't mean you're dumb. Doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means it's not your space to thrive. If you take the fish, put it in the water, and take the monkey and tell them to swim, obviously the fish will win. So what I'm trying to say is, sometimes when you're put in places where you don't feel like you're thriving, sometimes when you're put in places where you don't bring out your potential and full exposure, doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means that you could find a different environment. You could always find a different place that you can thrive and be able to be better. Hence why we have people who do music, people who do sports, people who have politics. Different people thrive in different environments. It's always about finding your potential and your comfortable space, if I'm putting it right? But anyway, if you have anything you want to put in terms of that?
Wow, I didn't know you can be that deep.
Ha!
Jesus, what happened to you?
I used to love history, but then...
You're losing me. Wow.
Be nice.
Wow.
Be nice. But anyway, yeah, anything you want to speak in terms of actually Black people in this part of the world? Because someone was telling me, I asked one of the youths that we have in church, and then some of them in the street, right? And I was like, why you think most of the Black young people are the ones who are mostly in drugs? They're the ones killing each other, all this gun violence and things like that. I normally don't talk about this, but one time I was caught in the middle of
a gunfire.
Yes.
Holy Jesus.
And it was a young kid, and the moment I seen him, I seen my young brother, right? And then I was imagining the people using the kids to do this kind of violent acts and whatever, because they know the kids cannot stay in jail forever, obviously. But like he told me one of the reasons why he feels like that most of them are getting into that is some of them are lack recognition, like they want to be known, and so they get into groups where you do something in order for them to recognize you or for you to be known as the bad guy and whatever. Some of them say they grow up with parents who are doing that, so there's nothing else they know apart from gun violence and drugs. And some of them say there's no opportunities for black people. They go to places where they want to apply for jobs so it was like different explanation, but like what do you think is...
I don't, first of all, honestly, I don't agree with there's no opportunities for black people. Create your own opportunity. I mean, you're living in a first world country where you can be the president or you can be a beggar on the streets.
Yeah.
It's just up to you to create that opportunity. I'll give an example. Shy is here. You know? She came here not knowing that she will be at this point today in life. But she created an opportunity that she's seen that the industry is not tapping on. So she came up with her own creation of opportunity.
Yeah.
And she took it and grabbed it and ran away with it. You know, so when you hear black people, I always disagree with that. And I get really pissed. Really, really pissed off when I hear people saying, we black people don't have opportunities. What opportunity are you looking for? First of all, you have to understand, this system was not made for black people. This system is not ours. We come and try fit into that system. So once you know that system is not ours, why are you forcing yourself to fit into that system that's not gonna favor you, while you can create your own and go with it, you know?
Yeah.
Talking about gun violence and, you know, young black people being involved, that, to me, that's probably never gonna stop. But the way you said, these people who are using these kids, because they know these kids are not going to go to jail for a long time, I don't think that's the case. I think the people who are using these kids are people who are trying to hide or fill in something that they don't have or something that they lack, they never got. So they're trying to fill in that gap with these little kids, you know, to make them feel like I can boss people around. I can do this, because probably they went through some stuff growing up and they never got to solve that issue while growing up. So now that they're older and they think they can run this little clique and we can use these kids, why don't they go use grown ass people? You know, why can't they use people their own age? Because there are people out there who would get paid to hold a gun. You know, I give you $30,000 to go take out somebody. You know, I'm a grown man. You know what 30,000 can do for me? Change my life completely. So why don't they go use those kind of people? Because they know that's somebody who's smart enough and be like, why would I do this at this age? Now they go for the vulnerable,
little ones,
right?
yeah.
You know, and they use these kids for purposes. I mean, think about it. If that was your child, you know, they've grown up in homes that, you know, fathers are doing that, and maybe the older whatever surrounding are doing that, you know. But I believe in a surrounding like that, there's always one or two innocent people who would be like, listen, don't do this, because this is what's happening and this is where you're gonna end up. Because at the end of the day, as a black man, you're in violence, you're in drugs, you're in all this stuff. There's only two ways out. It's either you're dead or you're in jail for life.
Yep, true.
Then what? You waste your life. So personally, I don't think creating opportunities, we create our own opportunities. And you're in a country that you can be anything that you want, you know?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you have like pretty much wherever you go, you find black businesses thriving. Those people didn't come here and find it on a silver plate. They worked for it. They created their own opportunities. So personally, create your own opportunities. Stop having excuses. Those are pure excuses for me, you know? But Black History Month, I think it's a month that people can reflect on the Black lives, and especially with all this madness in the world right now, you know. And supporting your Black people doesn't mean that you hate on other races. No, it's just supporting your Black businesses, supporting your Black artists, you know, supporting your Black families and stuff like that. So you keep your Black community. That's one time you should actually really pay attention to the Black community. You know, whether it's artists, whether it's businesses, whether it's, you know, pastors, whether it's preachers, whatever, you know, sportsmen, sportswomen, you know. I think that's the only one time that, you know, sit back and reflect and appreciate those kind of people. I mean, you should every month, but you know, that month is put there for, you know, it's just like Valentine's. Well, Valentine's is one day, you know, but love is celebrated every day, right?
It should be celebrated every day. And now that you speak on that, I think Julie said, well, yes, there are opportunities, but these opportunities are much harder than they should be. But to create a new system would only enforce the idea that people will never be equal. I think these ideas of separation should be stopped at its source by educating children well about the importance of equality.
Very well.
Right? Very well put. And then Evan said 6 and 9. If I'm standing here, I'm seeing 6. If you're standing there, you're seeing 9. Doesn't mean we're wrong. We're just seeing the idea from a different perspective, pretty much, right? But yeah, as we close, Shy, anything you want to say on that? Or
if I get in that topic, I'm going to get really passionate. But yo, that's... Oh, hold on, let me put this on. Like, I read a lot, and I'm very intellectual, and like I get messages like from the universe about many things.
Yeah.
And what I know is that this thing they're talking about, black on black violence, it does exist, but we have to know that it also exists for other races. We should not be allowed to be the band-aid for this story, because if you actually check other races, they also kill each other, right?
True.
But they want to portray this image of us all the time, and it's not true, because there's other people who are doing that. It's a cover, pretty much. Like we've been used as we always use as the cover for a lot of things.
And actually, you say that there's a video that was on Twitter. The lady, the wife and the husband was moving snow. And then they were, I don't know if they were putting it towards the neighbor's side or what they did. On the road, right?
They were just shoveling on the road as usual. You're shoveling your driveway on the road. Then this man just... But
they said there's something they did to the neighbor, right? So they started going back and forth. And then the neighbor told them they keep going, they need to stop. If they keep going, he's going to hurt them. They actually didn't take him serious. So he comes with a gun and he's pointing at them. And they're like, go ahead. So it's like they pushed him and he actually shot them. Went back to their house. The neighbors came to help the husband and the wife. And we thought, oh, maybe they're going to call 911 and then they're going to come get them. The guy actually went back in the house to get a bigger gun so he could come and kill them. And he actually killed them right there, right then. Now, I was thinking if that was black people, the way they were portrayed on the media is different.
Very different.
Yeah.
Because I've had places where there's shootings happening and things like that. But they could happen at Jen and Shepherd or somewhere Steels, but they say Jen and Finch.
So
you even have, like, if you live there and you have friends, even friends coming to see you, they'll be like, I'm scared of this area.
Yeah.
But it's just really... It's everywhere.
Yeah.
But he ended up killing himself too.
But he did, eh?
Yeah, he shot himself.
So
I mean, after that, you're going...
Like I mean, after that, I don't know how you can live with yourself.
You can live with yourself,
You
so
know?
I think for black people, we need to stop
Yeah.
accepting being the posters for things that are happening already.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
But what we cannot refuse is that we've been enslaved. Our people were enslaved. This isn't history. They try to make it seem like it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
But this 70 years ago, white people and black people could not be in the same place.
Nope.
True.
There's people who are alive right now who've seen that.
Yeah.
So they need to stop making it seem like it's so long ago. Or let's forget about it. Or let's always remember. You know, when they have Remembrance Day for other things, why don't we have that? Like,
I know.
Why do they tell us to get over it?
They will never.
We can't.
I know.
That's something that is a big step back. It took a lot of years from us as black people.
Yeah.
But what we need to know is that separation is always the way they divide. Like, it's always division. If you look at the bottom of everything, it's always a way just to divide people. So if we can get over that hump of thinking it's me against me versus it's all of us together.
Yeah, true.
That's what needs to get in our head. And I think when we start loving each other, like,
It'll change.
We'll change. We'll change like
Yeah.
a lot of things, because we have a lot of money within the black community.
Yeah.
We do.
Like, black people actually spend a lot of money on other things except black people.
Yeah.
So We have a lot of things to grow out of, but a lot of people are waking up. So,
but slowly
a lot of people are waking up. So,
slowly it's changing.
Yeah.
It's changing bit by bit. It's a lot of work, but we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there for sure. All right.
Well, I guess this will be a chance for us black people to actually take time and learn more about our black culture. I don't want anybody coming and say I was whitewashed or whatever, and I ain't bashing anybody. I just want you to take a chance, at least learn maybe one or two things that you didn't know about the black culture, about your own people who've made a difference out there, people you don't see on media every time here and there. And then maybe by the end of this month, something will happen. You would have changed, something new will come up. And as we say, creating your own opportunities. There's something I want to put out there. And I know as black people, because sometimes you tell someone you're a cleaner, they'll be looking at you like, you went to school and you're cleaning. In this part of the country, any job is a good job. As long as it's paying your bills, do not think, oh, he's a lawyer, but I'm a cleaner. I take garbage, but they do. It pays you, does it not? So we should look at opportunities we shouldn't be looking at them from a point of view of how people see me in the streets when I say I'm cleaning. I've cleaned before. It paid my bills. I'm where I am because of that cleaning job. I've done different things. But then at the end of the day, if you're sitting and thinking, there's no opportunities, I can't go get cleaning because someone will say something about what I do, the most they can do is really say. It's all about you and your bills and your debt, because when you have to go to collection, they won't be there. So as much as we talk about opportunities not being there compared to being back home, there is more opportunities here than back home. And Julie said this must be a culture shock, but are there really that many guns where you guys live?
buddy, let me answer you, my friend. My friend. Jesus Christ. It's like a norm.
I know.
It's
guns
like a
here
norm,
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's bad. It's that bad.
And it's worse because in the US now there's a license to have guns. At least in
everybody
Canada
has it.
there's no license, but it doesn't mean they don't. They have them in the
Lots of
background.
them.
A lot of them. Just saying. And then I keep saying she, man. Our time is up, guys, but I'm just gonna read this last comment. The most important aspect is if that job, one, puts bread on the table, and two, makes you happy. True. So as much as I'm also saying go do something, don't go somewhere where you're miserable, like you feel like you don't want to go there every morning just because you have to pay bills, because also your mental health matters. Don't just do for the money. Be somewhere you love. All right? If we keep going, we'll not finish. But the time is 3 p.m. It's time for us to
get out of
here. But I know people, I like putting people on the spot. But as we close, I'm going to invite our Mr. CEO to come and say hi, and make sure you are following them on
He was not ready.
I know. Guys, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Vibe Show. Make sure you go and check out SHY.MUSIQ on YouTube, and also follow her on, actually it's not just YouTube, it's on Apple Music, Spotify, it's everywhere. You guys go check her out and follow her on Instagram. And then make sure you tune in next week as we get to learn more about our
and watch
Black
out for
history.
the live coming soon.
Live coming soon by SHY.MUSIQ. So yeah, thank you, Mr. DJ, for great music, and
problem.
Mr. Manager for showing up to work today. I was about to fire you. You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me. I know. Imagine now the host firing the manager as if he works backwards. But anyway, as we close, hello, Mr. CEO.
Oh yeah, finally I came out, and I just came to congratulate the manager director.
Congratulate him
once in a while for coming to the show.
Oh, okay. How come he comes today and he gets up?
You know, listen, I guess so. Yeah.
Anything? Yeah, anything for the artist.
The artist will get one soon. Yeah, so today came with the goodies.
No,
Stop
nothing.
looking at me like that.
Okay. Say hi to the people before I lock you out.
And my people, hi. At least I came to see you guys. Then, have a great week and a good Black History Month.
Yeah, true. Thank you for coming through. So guys, always keep it locked. This is the Vibe Show right here on the Vibe Studios every Sunday 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. East African time. Shout out to SHY for coming through. We love you, girl, and we'll be seeing you soon. And anything for the artist, he said it's coming soon. Yeah, and he keeps his word. So you're set. But yeah, guys, have a great week. We'll see you guys next Sunday, same place, same time. And peace out. Happy Black History Month, guys. Bye bye. I think DJ Freeze is not on deck to play us music.
Done.
Bye. I'm gonna say okay. Have a nice day. Have a nice week, guys. Bye bye.
Yeah.